Hey everyone, and welcome to the new YouTube channel. So on this channel, I'll be doing things like playthroughs, I'll be doing reviews of games, so hopefully you'll enjoy the content. If you want to check me out live, I am on Twitch Wednesday to Friday, 8 PM till midnight. And tonight, we're going to be reviewing Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2 was released on the 11th of February 2021, and I have been playing it. It's developed by Tarsier Studios and published by Bandai Namco. So I'm going to split this video up into a few sections ranging from gameplay, graphics, bugs and glitches, and also uniqueness and replayability as well. So without further ado, let's get diving in. The Little Nightmares 2, you play as the protagonist Momo. You do encounter Six as well. Six is from the first game. If you've not played that before, it's the iconic yellow hooded character you play as. But as Momo is a little character that has a bag on his head. Little Nightmares 2 is a creepy horror puzzle platformer game. And the aim of this game is to navigate your way through a series of areas and solve various puzzles to move forward. Now let's start on the gameplay. Most puzzles wasn't too hard to solve, but there were a few that just left me head scratching. Yeah, I'm gonna have to admit that some of the puzzles I had to Google because I just couldn't figure it out on my own. But it didn't really turn me away from the immersion. I was just so sucked into it that after thinking for ages, I'm like, right, I need to get past this part, especially while on stream. The sense of achievement you do feel when you do solve one of the puzzles on your own is just that good. It's next to nothing. It makes you want to continue. I played this game while streaming on Twitch, and we had chat taking part, we had people pitching in and suggesting ideas on how to solve puzzles, which is a really good community thing to do. So I did encounter one glitch halfway through the game that just stopped me from progressing. One of the elevator puzzles just threw me off. The AI, that is Six, was supposed to go up the elevator with me, but then decided to go a different way, which then caused her to not trigger the co-op puzzle when we arrived at the correct floor. I was stuck in this area for ages, like a very, very long time. I didn't know what to do, chat didn't know what to do, we were all baffled. So I did resort to reloading from a checkpoint, but from then on, the AI did correct itself, it did go into the elevator with me, so it did trigger the AI to go pull the lever with me, which it didn't in the first time round. While that ended up being a game bug, so from there, each time I was stuck on a puzzle, I tried to restart from a checkpoint because I'm just not sure what is supposed to be me being stuck and what is supposed to be another glitch. So it did throw me off a little bit. So next, let's move on to graphics. This game was played on PC and I thought the graphics were amazing. The detail, the texture of everything just had that gritty, dark tone that just added to the style of the game. I did play the first Little Nightmares before jumping into this one, and you can definitely see a difference. A major upgrade in tone and style in my opinion. So let's move to the story. So the story of this game is very twisty. I don't want to spoil too much, so this footage is from early on in the game. If you have played the first game, you'll probably know what you're getting into with this. There's a huge twist at the end that did keep me on the edge of my seat. You play as Momo, the kid with the paper bag on his head, and you do come across the character from the first game, Six. Ooh. What's this? Oh, no way! It's the character from the first game then. I'm guessing this is a prequel then? True colours. That's sick. There are some puzzles where you have to work together, which gave me a Way Out vibe. Now you may be thinking, do I really need to play the first game before jumping into this? I would say not necessarily. There are different elements in terms of combat and puzzle solving, but they both have completely different storylines. So I would say no. If you want to jump into 2 before 1, that's also fine. Or if you want to play the first one and then play this one, that's also good as well. But if you have played one or the other first, you kind of know which way it will go in forms of like twists, and don't want to spoil too much again. Now let's move on to replayability. I would say there is replayability value in this game. First playthrough blind to get the full experience of the puzzles and the story, then head back in for like the collectibles, which are different hats available for Momo, so you don't have to wear the paper bag all the way through. You can change into other ones. On my first run through, I did pick up a few by accident, so that was pretty good. But for those that want to speedrun the game, there are lots of trophies and achievements to get to jump back in for. I completed my first playthrough in about 7 hours, so it's rather short, but for what the game is, it doesn't bother me one bit. I just loved it. And last but not least, uniqueness. Little Nightmares 2 is a pretty unique game in general. Horror themed puzzle game that is a platformer. Most of the time it's first person horror with jump scares and puzzles like Outlast, Phasmophobia, Layers of Fear, etc. But this is different. Interaction with the environment is unique as they all contribute towards the theme of this game. So overall, I think, is this game worth the £25 price tag on day one of release? I'd say yeah. I'm into puzzle platformers, I'm into horror, and this was a good mix of them both. If you're into puzzle platformers and horror like I am, I'd say go for it. It has also got a lot of overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and highly ratings on established publishers. However, if you're not into playing it, I do recommend watching someone stream or watching someone play it on YouTube, watch a playthrough or something, because it is pretty interesting. And that is all from me. So if you enjoyed this review, remember to hit the subscribe button, it really helps out. This is a new channel, so I'm just trying everything out and hopefully you guys can vibe with it.